Hello, I'm Gage Kopic, and today I'm going to be talking about body cams and how they can help us in law enforcement and help the public and fix the relationship that is kind of broken at the moment that we can see on social media as cops are talked down about or falsely accused of stuff. So body cams, why? Because of that, body cams have become kind of an essential tool to some departments. It's still a new idea, though not everybody uses them, but it can prove that a citizen is claiming the truth or an officer is claiming the truth, and that's the whole idea, is that every encounter with the public is now going to be recorded in every department. This should avoid the he said, she said that we now see on social media and some news outlets. So here's just a standard body cam that you'd see on an officer. I'm just giving you some pictures to look at. So the body cam, it can be switched off by that little switch on the top, and it's just a recording device, and the officer can choose what he records and what he doesn't record, which could be a good thing or a bad thing. But they also record the 30 seconds before the officer switch on the body cam, so that also helps, so it can record backwards as well as record the present. Mounted on the front chest plate where the officer has his body armor. This officer has it underneath, but most current officers wear above the shirt plate carrier. But it can also be mounted just in front of a shirt. All right, so body cams help with the public and law enforcement. Already in the few departments that have put in body cams, we've already caught several officers, these aren't it, but several officers planting drugs on civilians and then arresting them. But when they turned on their body cam to show that they found drugs, they didn't know that the cameras recorded the 30 seconds beforehand, and it actually captured them planting the drugs on the civilian. These three are from Los Angeles. They were part of they were stealing drugs out of the lockup and reselling them on the streets. It was just a good picture to show with it. So big departments are using them, like Los Angeles, probably Clarkson, Lewiston, but your smaller departments like Pullman and that probably aren't using them. They'll give aid to the officer as well. So in this, a man has just stepped out of his vehicle with the firearm and the officer's pulling his, which this will show when this is getting written up into the court system, that this man stepped out with a rifle, and this man, probably without the recording, would claim the officer came up with his pistol drawn and he got out of the car with his rifle drawn to protect himself. That's probably what would happen. But with the camera now, that we can see that it was obviously he stepped out first, and now the officer's just now pulling. And this will save many officers from getting falsely accused of anything. And that's one of the big things. And most officers are some officers are against body cams, and I think it's because they plant evidence and stuff and falsely accuse civilians. But the officers that wear them obviously are out there just to help. Okay. So the main purpose of this, I think, of the idea of the body cam is to help the trust between civilians and officers nowadays. And this can really help, but there's no way for us to help the departments do this. To get these body cams, we can speak out, but frankly, it's all down to the department's budget, so a grant or something like that. But that's pretty much it. Thank you.